Ongoing genocides and mass atrocities in the world. 1. Uyghur genocide, China, Xinjiang region. Victims: Uyghur Muslims and other Turkic minorities. Perpetrators: Chinese Communist Party, CCP. Methods: mass internment camps, forced sterilization, slave labor, cultural erasure, family separation. Status: confirmed by independent tribunals, recognized as genocide by the U.S., Canada, and several European countries. 2. Ethnic cleansing of Armenians, Nagorno-Karabakh and Armenia. Victims: ethnic Armenians. Perpetrators: Azerbaijani government with Turkish support. Methods: blockade-induced starvation, military aggression, displacement, cultural destruction. Status: 120,000 Armenians expelled in 2023. Genocide scholars confirm intent and execution. Risk: ongoing aggression towards southern Armenia threatens further ethnic cleansing. 3. Genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia. Victims: ethnic Tigrayans. Perpetrators: Ethiopian National Defense Forces, Eritrean forces, and allied militias. Methods: mass killings, rape as a weapon of war, famine, destruction of infrastructure. Status: ongoing human rights violations despite ceasefire. Hundreds of thousands dead or displaced. 4. Persecution of Rohingya, Myanmar, Burma. Victims: Rohingya Muslims. Perpetrators: Myanmar military, Tatmadaw. Methods: mass killings, rape, arson, denial of citizenship, forced displacement. Status: over 900,000 in refugee camps in Bangladesh. International Court of Justice has opened a genocide case. 5. Violence in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Victims: civilians in Ituri, North Kivu, and other eastern provinces, Hema, Lendu, and others. Perpetrators: armed groups, e.g., M23 Codeco, some state forces. Methods: massacres, child soldiers, sexual slavery, ethnic violence. Status: millions killed since 1990s. UN warns of genocidal acts in some regions. 6. Targeting of Hazara people, Afghanistan. Victims: Hazara Shia Muslims. Perpetrators: Islamic State Khorasan, ISIS-K, Taliban indirectly. Methods: bombings of schools, mosques, and clinics. Targeted assassinations. Status: systematic attacks continue without protection from the Afghan state. 7. Genocide of Christians and indigenous peoples, Nigeria. Victims: Christian communities and ethnic minorities, e.g., Adara, Tiv, Igbo. Perpetrators: Boko Haram, Fulani militias, bandits. State inaction often complicit. Methods: massacres, abductions, religiously motivated violence, village burnings. Status: described as creeping genocide by watchdogs like Genocide Watch. 8. Mass atrocities against Palestinians, Gaza and West Bank. Victims: Palestinian civilians. Perpetrators: Israeli military, with ongoing international debate. Methods: civilian bombings, displacement, blockade-induced humanitarian collapse. Status: genocide accusations brought to the International Court of Justice in 2024, South Africa versus Israel. Outcome pending. Contested. Use of the term genocide remains politically polarizing, but is under legal review. 9. Persecution of indigenous peoples, Brazil and Latin America. Victims: Amazonian tribes and native groups, e.g. Yanomami. Perpetrators: illegal miners, ranchers, backed by political neglect. Methods: land theft, environmental destruction, violence, denial of healthcare. Status: some human rights groups have labeled it ecocide and cultural genocide. 10. Mass internment of political prisoners, North Korea. Victims: dissenters, religious minorities, defectors. Perpetrators: North Korean regime. Methods: labor camps, forced starvation, torture, generational imprisonment. Status: UN describes it as crimes against humanity, possibly meeting genocide criteria over time. Potential emerging genocides, high-risk zones. India, Kashmir, and Muslims under Hindutva policies. Warnings of increasing communal violence, anti-Muslim laws, lynchings. Sudan, Darfur, and South Sudan border areas. Renewed ethnic killings and state collapse amid ongoing civil war. Israel/Palestine. Pending ICJ ruling. The Gaza War of 2023 to 2024 has reignited debates over genocidal intent and proportionality. Why it matters. Genocide is not just a word. When genocide becomes a debate, not a red line, humanity collapses into moral bankruptcy. The world said never again after Rwanda, Bosnia, the Holocaust. Yet genocide keeps happening because perpetrators no longer fear consequences. What can you do? Raise awareness, post, write, speak, educate. Support victims and refugees through verified NGOs and grassroots movements. Demand accountability. Pressure your government to sanction perpetrators and fund tribunals. Boycott enablers, from companies using forced labor to states arming genocidal regimes.